What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. Halloween Ends just came out October 14th. This is, first of all, this is the conclusion of the 5th fucking timeline. Okay?
There's a lot going on.
Halloween has 5 different timelines. This is the conclusion of the 5th one, which is the most newest one. Okay? And it's like we finally get the conclusion between Laurie Strode and The Shape. Michael Myers, whatever you want to call him. So, automatically, I do not like listening to reviews going into movies. I like going there with my own mind because I feel as though, it can sway me. But unfortunately, that didn't happen this time. I was hearing all the bad shit, and I heard all the mediocre. So I did not go in this movie proud. I went to this movie, I saw this movie, and I said, okay, I appreciate everything that they was trying to do in this movie. They just did it wrong. They just did it wrong. I don't hate the movie. It's better than Kills, but they did it wrong. I understand because now when you look back on it, it's supposed to be this big story. It's supposed to be more of a story about trauma opposed to just a traditional horror slasher movie. That's what they were trying to accomplish. And to be honest with you, some things swung and some things hit the wall and it just kept on rolling down. And when it came to this movie, they tried a lot of shit, and I was just like, "Whoo, y'all was swinging, okay? Y'all was swinging hard."
I only got halfway through it so far. I don't like it so far, and maybe I need to get through the whole thing to appreciate it in some way, shape, or form. But I know, like, okay, I don't. I'm trying to understand where they're going.
Do you not like it because you can't figure it out? Because that's what you usually do in movies.
No,
or do you not like it because
I have an idea of where this is going, and I may be wrong. That's why I said I wanted to know what the spoilers were. I may be wrong, but I have an idea where this is going. I'm just not like, I don't come into a horror movie looking for like rom-com elements. I don't. I mean, do I want a happy ending for Laurie, also known as Jamie Lee Curtis? I guess, sure. She's been through a lot of shit. But, my man, I don't give a fuck about her going to see the cherry blossoms with the cop. I don't. Alright, what's going on? When we slicing heads, what's up? Like, I'm just...
Wait, there was a love story tapped onto this?
There's 2 of them.
2.
Ooh.
One that I think it works a little bit, and one that don't at all. At all.
I just...
Okay, so this version of the story is 4 years later. Remember, Halloween Kills and Halloween take place on the same night.
Right.
Just like the original Halloween and Halloween 2 take place on the same night.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning, we get what happens a year later in 2019. We're introduced to this character named Corey, who is babysitting this. There's spoilers, y'all. So if y'all don't want to hear no spoilers,
yes, give up the spoiler. Not get out, damn.
Yeah, that's the best way to say it. We introduced this character named Corey who's babysitting, and then he babysits this little shit, and he's just sitting there like, cause you know he's an asshole. The kid's a little asshole.
Say that. I'm gonna kill you, little shit.
Yeah. And he's sitting there just like they're watching John Carpenter's thing, Easter egg, and then he was just like, okay, well, Michael Myers kills babysitters, he doesn't kill little kids. And then she's like, are you scared of me? He's like, I'm 21, I don't get scared. So the kid was like, oh, you don't get scared, really? So he makes this elaborate plan to scare the shot the babysitter.
Definitely did.
So what happens is he leaves like a knife on the steps as he's going to hide, and he locks the babysitter in this closet they have on the 3rd floor. And then so Corey gets scared. He kicks the door open, which at the same time the kid's parents come back from their Halloween party, kicks the door so hard it hits the kid. He flips over the banister.
Comically, might I add.
It falls down 3 stories and gets killed. Breaks his neck.
Dang.
And it's
that's
just
the beginning of the movie.
That's the setup. I thought it was.
I only say
thought
comically because the way they cut him away from him falling over that railing was. I was just like, man, the budget.
So woo. I was just like, okay. Now I didn't know where. At first I was like, I'm actually into this opening. I don't know where we're going. Mm-hmm. So then we're now in 2022. It's 4 years later from Halloween. They give a recap from 1978 all the way down. And the stories that matter, he disappears.
Yeah.
So Michael Myers has not been seen in 4 years. You following me so far, Swag?
Yep.
Okay. And then everybody's Hatfield is just trying to kind of get back to normal. But right now there's a new kind of evil that has spread over Haddonfield because after the you didn't see kills, did you?
No.
Okay. After
y'all reviews, I was like,
After the mob mentality of kills and everything like that, people are heightened.
They turned on each other.
Yeah, and paranoid things like that, and to the point where murders are happening, but it's not Michael Myers. He ain't been there in 4 years. Yeah. So Corey is out because it was an accident. The reason why the kid got
it really was an accident. Yeah. Like they of course the way they set it up, it looked like it might not have been.
Yeah,
but it was definitely an accident.
Yeah.
But he gets off. Like,
he gets off, but the town is unforgiving. You're a monster. You're that little baby killer and all that shit like that. I mean, this man gets bullied by the marching band.
That's
what kind of bully?
Can you
the
imagine
marching band?
The
marching band. They still got the uniforms on.
Absolutely.
Slap the shit out these kids.
Is such a dick.
Yeah, like the whole rich asshole. First of all, one thing I don't like about the movie is I was like, they make these characters so unlikable. You know which one's going to die.
Absolutely.
Because they are such like everybody in the town is like pissed. I'm just like, I get it. I get how it kills what you were trying to set up. I'm just like, but can't somebody say good morning? Can't one person say, hey, how are you doing today?
Absolutely not.
Happy Halloween.
That upset black lady came to Jamie Lee Curtis. I was just like, okay, I mean, but what?
I mean, swear this is part of the movie where Laurie's come out the store and she's smiling because she's flirting with the policeman for the past 2 movies and stuff like that, and she smiled a little bit. She come out there, what the fuck you smiling for?
What you buy from the store? I said, dang. You see my sister? You provoked that monster, and now she can't talk, and her husband is dead.
Exactly.
Like she did it
because you ain't leave that man alone.
What the fuck?
Sound like an average day in New York.
She act like she put up the bat signal for Michael Myers to come back. Like what?
You talking about right here? This right here. First of all, is it my fault that the damn motherfuckers was playing with drones and they ain't locked their door? Is that my fault? That's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? Michael Myers is killing y'all because y'all stupid, okay? Michael Myers is not breaking down nobody's door. Michael Myers goes to the door like this. Oh, this shit live. I'm going to the next house. That's what he's doing. That's what Michael Myers is doing. Michael Myers is not talking about stuff. Oh, this is locked. Open this damn door. Hey, what are you doing? He like,
she was your neighbor. You didn't even know her name. The only reason y'all know my name is because I've been continually tormented by this serial killer that they just will not kill.
Yeah.
For 30 years, 40 years at this point, bro. How is this my fault?
So, what's happening here, Sway, is that this is Halloween Ends. What they're trying to do is they're trying to build up another Michael Myers.
Absolutely. That is what I saw that. Now, that's why I was like, no, it's not because I can't figure it out. I see where we're going here. I just... What the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Especially for a last movie, it's like, all right.
Well,
I saw where this was going when it first started, and they vilified him after that accident. That's a horrible accident. I can see why people be like, "Fuck, boy." I get it. Okay. The whole time I was watching this movie, the 50-something minutes I was watching this movie, I said, "Why are y'all still in Haddonfield?" The $1 million question: why would you stay in Haddonfield? If you had the power to move, I'd go. If I was him, shit. If I had the power to move, I'd go. If I was Jamie Lee Curtis and her granddaughter.
Well, if you think about it, though, you shouldn't say why would they still be in Haddonfield? But the question is here, why wouldn't they be? That murder happened on Halloween in 1978. Nothing happened for 40 years.
I'm not talking about them. I'm more so talking about the guy who the movie is focused on this time. First of all, his mother is unbearable. Does she die?
Yes, she does.
Okay, I just knew it because she is insufferable. If my mom was on me like that, I'd peace out too. After everything that happened, I'm going. I'm going somewhere else to start a new life. He had to be that new mysterious character. Nobody knows his past. He did that trope. Because y'all are killing me, bro.
So when we finally get introduced to Michael, because it's like 40 minutes in the movie before Michael show up.
Absolutely.
And then when he shows up and then he starts choking Corey, it's like, oh, you got the evil in you too.
They look into each other's souls.
Let me transfer the evil to you.
That's exactly what happened. Swag, I promise you, it was just like they pupils connected, and it was just like they saw all of each other's murders or something. And I was like, what the fuck is going
that's
on
weird.
here?
That's weird.
It's like borderline Halloween 5 and 6 right now. So I was like, please don't go down that way. Please don't go down that way. So now he knows where Michael Myers is at.
Exactly.
So he leads people down there so Michael can kill him. And because the more Michael kills,
he don't like him.
Well, the more Michael kills, the more powerful you get.
Right.
But there is just one moment I couldn't help but laugh because Michael kills like his first kill back, and he start hulking up like he Hulk Hogan, like, what you gonna do, brother? Like,
he definitely do.
And I was just like, he like, yeah, you feel that shit? Yeah.
He was definitely giving Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, but I was just, I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm sitting over there because first of all, when he first go in there, and then he see Michael in the corner, and he punch him. Mike fall back like he live at an old folk home. Like, oh, and he was like, show me how to do it. Get up. He sitting on the ground just like, oh. I'm like, wait. Michael Myers is now showing his age.
Exactly. He's showing his age now, and you could have, if you were so full of murder, just killed him at this point. He could have chopped Michael's head off, and that'd have been the end of the movie.
This man got stomped out like, like straight up stomped out in the second movie, and then all of a sudden killed and got all the power and killed the neighborhood. Okay, and now honestly, it's been 4 years, but
he ain't killed nobody.
But so since he killed, he started to get his power back.
He got no murder juice.
So to sum this up a little bit more quickly, is that now Corey is starting to get real more evil. Lori sees it. She sees it in his eyes. She's like, he's seen Michael. Don't mess with this kid. He's gone. Whoever that kid was before, who was innocent and was just trying to live his life, he's gone. This is now a new murderer.
Of course.
The evil is now here in Hatfield. And it ain't gotta be the former Michael Myers. It ain't gotta be the man Michael Myers, but it's in him. Mm-hmm. And so now she's trying to tell Lori, like, her granddaughter, stay away from him. She get all 20s done. I'm like, aren't you grown?
Why would you say that? And I haven't even seen it yet, but I guarantee you, this, Grandma, why? I just want to live my life and be happy. I'm sure.
Okay, no, that's not like that, but it's more along the lines talking about stuff. You brought all this shit here, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you know it's all your fault because
there's an emotional scene of some kind.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So then he goes and he's like, he goes and sees Michael, who's been living in this underground, this tunnel. He go, this scene pissed me off. He goes into the tunnel. He's like, you have something I need. He wrestled this man down to the ground and take his mask. They have like a little slide. This shit's hilarious because
I can't do this.
They have the.
I don't want to.
They have the cat. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you this because
I'm gonna finish it because I'm already in. I'm halfway through. I gotta watch it, but go ahead.
He go in there and you just see the tunnel, right? And you see them fighting, and they slide out the frame, and you just see them slide back in the frame, fighting for this mask. He finally take him down. He steals the mask, and now he becomes the new Michael Myers temporarily.
Okay, I was like, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So he goes and puts the mask on. He has the new warm up.
He went and got a jumpsuit.
He got the new jumpsuit on and everything.
Because he is a mechanic.
Yes, he goes back and kills the whole marching band.
That was the setup.
The marching band, that's great. I enjoyed them. And then he
that sounds horrible, but
yeah, because you watch how we see he does. He goes and kills the DJ.
The DJ.
The one that we hear on the radio.
Oh yes! Oh my god!
Who looks like a not so fully developed Mike Epps. You know what I'm talking about when you see him.
Yeah.
So and I was just like, so he kills him. That's one of the best kills in the movie. And then but so then he tries to go set up Lori. He don't know who he fucking with. Okay. he really don't. I was like, okay. Now this to me is like this is when the movie get good.
Everybody, because from what I did see, because I didn't want to watch any official reviews.
Yeah.
I saw folks saying, well, just fast forward to the last half hour of the movie and you get what you're looking for.
Yeah, this is when the movie get good because he's like, okay, he tells her, Lori's granddaughter, hey, Allison, your mom was trying to kill me. And he tries to go to Lori, he tries to go to the house and tries to kill Jamie Lee Curtis. Right. You don't know what the fuck he is.
Yeah, like, bro, why was you not?
No, but I'm just saying.
Was you not around the first time this happened?
No, so she goes in there and girl smart. She called me. I'm calling to report a suicide. Hang up the phone. She knows she about to go kill herself, right? And then you hear the breathing. You see it from his phone. Then you hear a gunshot go off. And you see like some splatter on the floor. Like, oh shit! She shoot her brains out. He open up the door. She talk about some motherfucker. You thought I was gonna shoot myself? Clack clack! Shoots him.
Oh.
Yeah, shoots him right in the chest. He falls back, and then and he fall over the banister because it's in that
same house.
It's in that same house. So then is it the same house or is it Lori's house? It's in one of them houses, right? Mm-hmm. So then. She stayed over him. She gave her a whole little speech, and then he says, "Let me tell you something right now. If I can't, nobody's gonna have Allison." He stabs himself in the neck. As Allison comes, and then she pulls a knife out, and then when Allison comes in there, it looks like that she killed him. She killed him, so she gets really pissed and leaves.
Obviously.
Yeah, and because she wasn't leaving him out, and so she gets real depressed. But then she hears the thump. And then Mike got up like, "No, dude, give me my mask back. I'm gonna handle this." He goes, and she's like, "He's here. He's back." Because even when he grabs the mask, Corey's not there yet. He jumps up and tries to grab the mask back, and Mike says, "Hold on, bro. It was good while it lasted. We tag team on a couple of deaths. Kills him."
Dang.
Who killed his mama?
Huh?
Who killed his mama? He did?
Corey did. He goes, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, Mike's like, I got one motherfucker to take down, and that's Lori. I know you in this house. Let's do this. Me versus you. At the end. So, that's when something get good. It's just like, all right, they fighting. They is fighting. They scrapping on man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? When senior citizens is fighting, like they
not the celebrity deathmatch.
I'm about to say they said that 60-year-olds should throw each other around.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
But then he tried to put her hand in the garbage disposal and shit. He stabbing her with one of them knitting needles in her ear and shit.
Oh!
But they fight, and then she went there and grabs a knife. She said, I'm tired of shit. Nails his one hand to the table. She takes another knife, nails the other hand to the table, and punch that shit in with a cast iron skillet. Takes the refrigerator and knocks that shit, breaks his knee. That nigga on the table, excuse my language, he on the table, he's a scroll like, I can't move. And she's sitting there like, okay. Meanwhile, Allison sees that the radio station is burning, and then, the old cop that was flirting with her in the market was like, where's your mom at? She reported a suicide. And she was like, putting the pieces together, like, oh shit. So she goes back, and then she says, I have hunted you, you have hunted me, we chase each other. She pulls his mask off, she slices though very slow, like that shit all start bleeding out and shit like that. She want him to die slow. And then
absolutely. Fair.
But Mike like, no, you gonna come down with me. Rips his hand out the knife, and so all this is split, and he just start choking her with it. But then Allison come back, she grab his hand and break that shit on the table. And the janitor says, "Oh, I'm gonna cut your wrist, bleed out." And then he bleeds out right there on that table. So he's dead, right? So, so the cops say they come in there, and then her old boyfriend from the store sees it. He was just like, "Is that Michael?" And she said, "He's dead." Allison says, "He ain't dead enough." They wrap this some bitch up to the car. They marched this Negro all the way through Hatfield. Cars is following. The whole neighborhood is going. They take this dude to the junkyard and they put him in the grinder. You see that? They take the body just clash until he's gone. He's done. It's over. He is meat. He is done.
So do we come back and Corey's body and not on the floor no more?
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure. I had to make sure. I just knew that Jamie Lee Curtis was going to die in this movie.
Yeah, that's everybody because everybody knows like he gonna come up and just like take it down the meat grinder with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, you come with me now. We gonna die together. No. She beat that senior citizen's ass.
Fine, because that's all I've been waiting for the whole time this movie's been happening.
This one actually sounds
be old.
Yeah. But this one sounds more interesting.
But here's my biggest thing though, because I was like, I see people say she beat up an old Michael Myers. I get it.
She old too.
Yeah, I say, but it was like I want Mike at full strength. But it was like Jeremy Johns said it perfectly well about this interview. He said it's like somebody can't say, "Hey, yo, I got this idea for a movie, but I don't have an ending." And then people was making Hollywood was like, "Shit, dude, we have an end. What's your beginning about?" He's like, "Okay, well, look, here's the thing. I'll give you this ending if you give me your movie." Because it felt like two different movies at one point.
Right. But if all of that happened at the end of the movie, and then from what I watched, the first half of the movie, this not the same movie.
No, it's not. But I said, look, when it comes to Michael, when Michael gets out the tunnel, that's when the movie gets better, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
When he gets out the tunnel,
because they should have did that in the first 25
and they start doing the Batman and Robin killings because they team up. Because he puts that clown mask back on the scarecrow mask he had on the club.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then so he is the the one who's not stealthy. He's loud. He just killing. And then he do all shit backwards. But then Mike in the shower's like, "Yeah, I'm just waiting. When they walk past here, they ain't gonna keep walking no more." And that's how it was. And then when he kills, he gets more his his power back. But it's just like, no. Michael is not saying, "Look, we're gonna be Batman and Robin." This joint's like, okay, you want to kill anything like that, but let me tell you something. You overstepped when you took my mask. I'm just letting you know. I let you have your little fun. I let you be the Michael Myers. Cause a lot of times you see in the trailer that's actually Corey, not Michael Myers. And I'm just like, I let you have your fun. Let me tell you something. Big Dog is back. Lori is mine. Don't try to steal my show. I got this. So that's what I'm saying. To me personally, I was like, what y'all were trying to do, because there's a lot of Halloween 3 references in there from the old movie. I said this would have been so much better. So much better if y'all had introduced Corey in the 2018 movie. If y'all
we wouldn't have had so much legwork to do in this movie.
Exactly. If y'all had introduced it, and then from 2018 to all the way down to now, it would have been a whole build up to the point where it's like he could be the new Michael Myers takeover type thing, for going forward. And it could have been a battle of the new Mike versus the current Mike. But it always had to come down to Mike and Laurie.
Yeah.
So. Like I said, after Mike get out the tunnel, that's when the movie gets a hell of a lot better. Right. But the first half of the movie is forgettable, and I think they had great ideas that just didn't stick and didn't stick right. It wasn't written right.
Forgettable, but it was unnecessary.
Yeah, because if you watch the Double Toasted review about it, because believe it or not, Martin actually liked the movie, but Corey did not.
I can see that, but this is the thing: the movie itself. I feel like if we did not have so much like extra shit in that first 50 minutes, you could have cut that down, because.
But it's hard to cut it down when, like I said, you're trying to establish an origin story in a finale. You can't do that.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
So even if it was like you show the first part with the kid dying, and then you fast forward and you see the town has turned against him, we get the bullying scene. With the marching band to illustrate, obviously everybody hates this guy, and then he ends up over the thing into the tunnel. If we was 20 minutes into the movie when that happened and shit started going awry, I can see that. But at this point, when I cut it off, we've seen Michael twice, and he ain't strong enough to kill anybody for real by himself halfway through the movie. So what are we doing?
So it's like that. Those are the kind of issues. And even if they introduced him in Halloween Kills, that would have made that second one better, because I had a different kind of storyline other than what they were trying to illustrate. But what you about to say, Swag?
No, I was saying,
so I mean, me personally, to bridge the story, you need to see Kills. But in my personal opinion, Halloween Ends is better than Kills, but it's not better than the 2018 Halloween.
Okay, gotcha.
That's how it goes. And honestly, if they ended it at the 2018 Halloween and let him just burn in the house, that'd have been great. That'd have been fine right there.
Yep.
I understand they were trying to tell a big elaborate story, but I'm just like, as right now, this timeline is done. It stayed a movie too long.
Let Michael Myers.
But one thing I liked about it is he's dead. Like it wasn't no resurrection post credit scene.
He going.
He can't. But only person that can bring it back together is the Lord, because that man is in a million pieces. He is bent up, curled up. It ain't like this. Ain't no fucking H2O. We got the bodies mixed up. This is not Halloween Resurrection. Where, it's like, oh, he got electrocuted, but he woke back up. It's none of that shit. Okay, it's not he got the little curse on him and he's a henchman and he got the power.
See his face?
I mean, like you see it, but you don't like really see it. But he take the mask off. He got a little stubble.
I'm sick.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, but go ahead. I know we don't want to drag on too long.
I know. Where do I rate it? It's anywhere between a hashtag give it a chance or catch at a barbershop. To be honest with you, I don't give a catch at a barbershop because, to be honest with you, I like the second half of the movie, and I like the opening. I really love the opening, and I like the last 50 minutes of the movie. So it's just about a good hour. I say about a good 45 to 50 minutes that I don't like.
That's
or
large chunk of a movie.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get in. So I really can't just give it something like that. So I give it a hashtag, give it a chance. To be honest with y'all.
Okay.